Hello there, Seraphim17 once again. This is my God Hand hard mode fun run, and this is 3-4 the not so fun house, which not going to be the best gameplay here, guys, because I hate this fight and learning it is going to take forever. So instead, I'm just going to showcase some of the cheeky ways you can utilise juggle states against the Mad Midget 5, which it's kind of broken how you can do this to them, but if you've ever fought them outside of the juggle state, you'll appreciate just how cheap this boss can be. And there are few videos on YouTube of people fighting these enemies one-on-one, but if you do watch it, it's some pretty damn impressive gameplay. And it's the same kind of names that pop up doing it because they're the true gods of God Hand, and some of those fights are some of the most impressive on YouTube, but this one is just going to be me using the God Hand moves, using the reels, using the juggles, and picking up some stuff in the room, because the midgets are incredibly aggressive. They have a lot of moves that hit you low, so you can't just up dodge spam, and they're very aggressive, so it's definitely interesting. But in the end, I just kind of did this, what you're seeing right now, and got rid of them, which is my go-to Mad Midget 5 strategy at the moment until I decide one day that I hate myself and I want to go back in there and, I'm going to sit down and really understand this fight. But it's probably not going to be too soon because I don't enjoy it. And I'd be interesting to see if Mike enjoys it, because Mike Cobb's fight against those, one of the most fantastic things I've seen on YouTube. It's a true understanding of the game, and it's just a beautiful piece of... It's almost like ballet, it really is, to see him dance through the attacks and just do a wonderful job of fighting back. He truly is one of the best. But this is actually going to give me damage right now, but this doesn't count because I'm getting hit by a bullshit minigame that I hate. So the cannons fire at you, and you have to press the button, I think when the cannon goes red. You can't mash the button, or Gene just stands there like an idiot and seems to get hit. And I don't know if it's preset or if it changes, but I have an incredibly bad short-term memory. So when this gets to the later stages of this minigame, my mind just kind of goes, "Urgh," and I forget. So this is probably as good as I'll ever be at it, and I still get hit, so not my minigame at all. But it's probably very easy for you because you're all absorbent like a sponge and you just beast your way through it. But I can play God Hand, I'm not so good at this trash. So I take a little bit of damage there, even though technically it's a no damage run at the moment. I'm not counting that because fuck that shit. I would remove that if I could. I just don't like it. And then here we have an elite with a studded mace. So you might have seen me do that quite a few times, and I don't know if you're understanding exactly what's happening. I don't mean to be condescending or anything. It's just God Hand happens very quickly. And if you've played it and you've got that feeling for the game, you are playing it on a different level to a lot of people who are watching it. And that's, once again, it's not to be, oh, I'm so good at this game. It's just you will see openings that a new player just doesn't notice, because you don't see them immediately unless you're incredibly good and you understand the concepts immediately. So when he swings that bat, he has a tiny bit of recovery for you to do anything back to him. And the launching is one of the more dangerous moves because it takes a while. If you're just starting out and you want to counter that, duck and sweep. That's the easiest way to do it. If you want to be a bit more aggressive and dangerous, duck and then jab. And that will interrupt him and it will give you opportunity to combo him. If you want to go a little bit higher than that, duck and then do a unique move that might have launch properties or juggle properties, things like that, and you can get some really fun effects, but you need to be aware of how slow your move is. If your move is too slow, he'll hit you, because that second swing comes really quickly. And it's one of those things where even when you know that it's coming and you know how to counter it, you can still get hit, because that's how God Hand works. The game is very fast, it's very hectic, and it's always at your throat. And this is a fight against two bladed fat dudes, so you'll notice I'm going to go in here. Don't have the guard break that I like, so I'm going to swap it for these enemies, because I'm not that confident in fighting them yet. They're actually pretty simple. This is an enemy that does not have any high attacks, it seems. Any low attacks, sorry. So if you up dodge spam, as long as you sweep them when they're attacking you, they will never counter it. And aside from a grab that they potentially could have, you're going to be okay. and it might not be the most interesting thing to watch when you're just doing the up dodge stuff, but it's incredibly safe. So you have way more power than you think you have against these enemies because everything they do is high, and it enables you to stand there and feel invincible, which is a good feeling in God Hand because you don't get it often. And even these enemies can strike incredibly quickly in spite of their rotund size. As we do a couple juggles into some stingers, hopefully. There we go, knee to the face. Definitely not healthy for the skull. See you later. And then that's the end of that fight. So you can now pick up the roulette card to refill some of those orbs, and then you can sprint to the exit of the level, I believe. And there you go, guys. Thank you for watching. That was the Not So Fun House. You take care now.